Hello, good afternoon everyone. Welcome to our third Premier Challenge right here in Singapore. My name is Amir and
I am Lau Yin.
Alright, right now we are actually coming to round 2. Round 1 just passed earlier on just now. How about let's go through the prizes we're going to have today?
Well, I think we are getting a lot of sponsored prizes from Zeppy Games,
Yep.
courtesy of Amir.
Well, okay, that's it. The first place is actually we're going to get amiibo, a Pikachu amiibo, and a small Moncler figurine. If you're not familiar, it looks something like this. It's kind of cute.
Yeah, it
The
is.
nose.
It is. It's really cute.
Alright, and a $10 voucher. Second place will be getting a Hoopa Moncler figurine. It's slightly bigger than the one shown. $10 voucher, a small toy. And the semi-finalists will also be getting $10 vouchers as well. So, actually quite a good price list I think this time.
Yeah, and let's not forget that the championship points that each player from the since this is an elevated PC, I think each player from the top 16 down, top 16 up.
Top 16, yeah. They'll be getting at least 18 championship points once you get into the top 16. We actually have 42 players here, so yeah, seems like we're going to get the elevated CP points.
And I think we are going to go into the battle of round 2 of Matthew Hui versus Yoko Taguma. Now, both of these players are quite experienced in their own right. Matthew Hui has been active in the community since 2011, and Yoko has proven herself being able to. I think she's the highest ranking in the region currently with 128 CP from the Boston Open.
Yeah, I mean Boston Opens, it was actually a regionals held concurrent with the Worlds. Gives quite a lot of CP. However, thanks to all the best finisher doesn't mean that she would only she has a big lead necessarily. We still have regionals and other premier challenges coming up soon, hopefully. So, I mean, a good lead is a good lead. However, you still have to see what happens in the rest of the year.
Okay, and going into the teams, as we can see, there's 30 seconds left on Matthew's timer. Matthew's team is Raichu, Azumarill, Conkeldurr, Slowbro, Darmanitan, and Staraptor. While Yoko's is Abomasnow, Infernape, Sylveon, Salamence, Rotom Wash, and Aegistache. And we are going straight into their battle.
I mean, kind of interesting. I mean, it's been a while since Worlds, but you would expect that a lot of people will be using Kangaskhan. But we don't really see Kangaskhan on either of their teams today.
Well, Yoko loves using her Abomasnow, from what I remember, and Matthew has always tried to go for the unorthodox counter-teaming what he thinks is the meta. And we see right now that he leads with Azumarill and Raichu, while Yoko leads with Salamence and Infernape.
Well, Intimidate does launch off against the Azumarill, not going to affect Raichu that much. We'll probably see Fake Outs coming out, but I'm not entirely sure for this case.
With Raichu being at 110 base speed, he actually is in a very interesting position to actually outspeed and be able of fake outing Infernape. And Azumarill is threatening both Salamence and Infernape with that Fairy and Water type attacks. This is actually quite a good place for Matthew if you think about it type-wise. However, he might be a bit cautious about trying to belly drum because at this point of time, the Salamence still can attack.
Salamence is still a powerful Pokemon, although why it cannot land a Dragon Meteor against Azumarill thanks to its Fairy type now. I mean, it's still rather powerful. Attack from it could have risked a KO on Azumarill itself, even after, especially after Belly Drum. Especially
since Salamance's main attack step seems to be Flying type with Aerialate nowadays. And as we can see, it's Mega Evolving. Probably not seeing any point in staying in normal Salamence form.
Yeah, a return from this onto the Azumarill will deal a lot of damage thanks to its Aerialate. Fake Out does come onto the Salamence, recognizing that Salamence can be a big threat against Azumarill. However, Fake Out does go into Azumarill, so we have kind of a dead turn this time.
And we actually see an interesting item choice on Yoko's Infernape. It turns out to be a Life Orb. This could possibly be because close combat from a non-boosted Infernape is not capable of KOing a Kangaskhan unless it's possible. So maybe she might give it a Life Orb boost, which is quite strange because most Infernapes, because it's so frail, usually try to use Focus Sash or other items of that nature.
I guess in this case, Yoko recognizes that she needs the power instead of the survivability of her Infernape. However, in this situation, Matthew can maybe Aqua Jet straight ahead into the Infernape if he chooses to.
It's kind of in the Salamence is kind of in a very strange position right now because it's like it doesn't really hit either of these two Pokemon super effectively, and the Infernape is actually kind of threatened by the potential Aqua Jet from Azumarill. However, Infernape is one of those few Pokemon who are capable of learning Quick Guard, so that might be Yoko's game here. That may be why she's not trying to switch out.
Yeah, I mean, this kind of situation you don't really see often, so it's quite interesting to see what will come out. So Double Edge does come out from the Salamence straight into the Azumarill.
That's a lot of damage. Just really too much for the Azumarill to take.
Yeah.
I can't believe that Matthew didn't actually see that coming.
Encore does come out onto the Infernape, forcing it to use Fake Out over and over again. Gonna be failing every turn until it switches out.
Still,
That Double Edge though.
That Double Edge is really proving why Salamence is really dangerous, especially since I don't think Matthew's team really wants to fight it. Given that his only counter to it, probably type-wise, was probably Azumarill.
And now you see Azumarill is pretty much out of the game right now. Ouch.
And then we obviously see on Matthew's side of the field a Darmanitan.
Yes.
Interesting choice, considering that this Pokemon is not something we see regularly at all.
Nope, not.
Sheer Force, Darmanitan, Flare Blitz, probably holding a Life Orb. Or something along that lines. Could be Choice Scarf as well. Packing Rock Slide. The sad thing being that his Rock Slides won't be able to flinch anything here if it is Scarf.
Yeah, have to see. I mean, Darmanitan is in a position to deal heavy damage thanks to his ability. However, speed-wise, Yoko does have a slight advantage, but she does switches out Infernape into a Rotom. Darmanitan protects, maybe expecting another return. Oh, Earthquake does come out.
And we see Yoko playing very well here, protecting her Infernape by switching out to Rotom W and still putting on the offensive pressure with her Salamence.
That was a critical hit there, but of course Raichu hangs on his focus sash, letting off a Thunderbolt straight onto the Salamence.
Will it be enough? I don't think so.
No.
Matthew is in a really bad position here since the Salamence has revealed Earthquake. His Darmanitan and his Raichu are probably going to be taken down, and he's already lost his Azumarill, and he has not done any damage to Yoko at all, except for denting her Salamence a bit.
Yeah, and the Salamence is the one that's mainly doing a lot of work here, dealing a lot of damage, pretty much KOing Azumarill, threatening both Pokemon with Earthquake. Even I don't really think in this case Matthew can really do too much with the Darmanitan.
Not only that, the Rotom Wash, if you look at Matthew's team, you can see that he actually struggles quite a hefty bit against it. He's in a really bad position here. And we see that Matthew brings out his Conkeldurr.
No Mega this time for Matthew's team.
Raichu going for the Endeavor on the Rotom Wash, taking it down to 1 HP of course.
The Citrus does proc right now. Healing it out a bit, but it's not gonna matter too much. Hydro Pump does land onto the Darmanitan slot, straight into the Conkeldurr, not doing too much damage.
This was a switch that Matthew needed to get back in the game. Now Conkeldurr, unintimidated, he might be able to pick off both the Salamence and the Rotom Wash with Mud Punch and Thunderbolt respectively.
Yeah, Mud Punch might be enough to take out the Salamence, even if not being effective thanks to his flying type. However, Salamence right now is in the red, so not being as you mentioned, not being intimidated. It's kind of a good position, decent position, I would say.
However, he still has to deal with the fact that his end game, he'll have to somehow make sure that Darmanitan can sweep in the end.
I mean, bear in mind, Yoko still has her Infernape at the back.
Yes, and she still hasn't revealed her last Pokemon at all.
And Infernape is the first Pokemon. So, when it comes in, you can just fix out anything he wants, and the partner is pretty much free to attack. So, having these three Pokemon, one already low HP, Raichu, the other two is already rather slow.
Yeah.
No option to Trick Room or anything like that.
Matthew's in a very bad position here. It really depends on his play. And as expected, he does go for the Mud Punch on the Salamence, trying to KO
doesn't
it.
KO the Salamence. I think that's pretty much game actually right now.
Yes, that should be. That should actually seal the game. Without being able to take down the Rotom Wash, because his Raichu faints, Rotom is able to pull off an attack. Probably would kill. Oh.
No, doesn't.
But holding on by 5 HP doesn't really matter since Salamence can happily Earthquake at this point and
Mud Punch can go straight onto the Salamence, knocking it out this time. However,
Mark Punch.
Rotom is still pretty much free to take out whatever he wants to take out.
However, Darmanitan, depending on the speed EVs, it may be able to outspeed Rotom and actually take it out. However, that does put him in a position where he has to face down two Pokemon, one of them in Infernape with a Assault Vest Conkeldurr on low HP and a full health Darmanitan.
So we do see a Protect here onto the Salamence. Mark Punch going straight into the Protect. Of course, Rough Slide goes down. Maybe trying to hope for a flinch here.
No, it won't be able to flinch. If it's at Darmanitan and Sheer Force, it will
Oh
not be
yeah,
able to
Sheer
flinch.
Force, no flinch abilities. But it does take out the Rotom. Apologize for my mistake there. But now Infernape is free to come in, give a fake out, and Salamence can pretty much just Earthquake, even at risk of hitting his own Infernape.
I believe that is what Yoko is going to do. Either that or she's going to use Quick Gun, Earthquake, or something along those lines.
I mean, even if Earthquake somehow does not take out Darmanitan, Yoko still has an Infernape
And the last Pokemon.
So,
yes.
But Fake Out does come out straight onto the Conkeldurr, knocking it out. Critical hit not gonna matter too much here.
Yeah. I don't see a way that Matthew can actually pull himself out of this.
Yeah, so Double Edge just goes straight onto the Darmanitan, powerful aerial lead ability there, and that's pretty much game right there.
Yes, and Yoko takes the battle 3-0 quite nicely. She didn't even reveal her last Pokemon.
I mean, I will
2-0.
Oh yeah, with the final KO due to recall. I would say actually the game was pretty much won by Yoko when that Mark Punch didn't KO the Salamence.
Yes, definitely.
I mean, if the Salamence went down, Matthew probably had a small fighting chance depending on what was the last Pokemon. However, it was still kind of an uphill battle regardless, no matter how you look at it.
If you think about it, Matthew's team, as you can see, it wasn't very conventional. Actually, neither of the teams are really that conventional, but Yoko did go for a Mega that was actually quite powerful, quite standard. I think that in itself, Salamance's speed and its power was able to overwhelm Matthew before he could actually react.
I actually wonder what would the difference make if Matthew does decide to send out his Mega Slowbro instead.
Mega Slowbro tends to be a physical wall, but I'm not sure. I think maybe he was scared of the Rotom Wash and the Sylveon.
True.
Because Slowbro, despite the fact that it's being a physical, Mega Slowbro being a physical wall, it's not really capable of dealing with Rotom Wash and Sylveon without setting up.
It was a call. I mean, it was mainly a call. However, unfortunately for Matthew, I mean, Yoko does lead with the two Pokemon that Mega Slowbro probably could deal slightly better with, the Mega Salamence and the Infernape. Unfortunately, Mega Slowbro was not there to help out. It was a Sumerian instead, so well, there you go.
I think the problem with Matthew, the problem with with Matthew's playing was that he had to make the calls and he couldn't, and he wasn't able to. And that's why Yoko managed to snag the victory.
So I guess let's go straight into the interview with Yoko, how she felt about that match. And we are back with Yoko, the winner of round 2. Congratulations!
Thank you.
Alright, so just now I realized during the match, you did not bring out your last Pokemon. May I ask what was it that you bring?
Oh, last Pokemon, I selected Sylveon.
Oh, Sylveon.
Yes.
I mean, Sylveon was useful throughout the whole of the match. I mean, you could actually hyper voice. Any reason why you didn't bring it out? You brought out Infernape instead, right? During the last part.
Oh, excuse me?
You brought out Infernape instead of Sylveon because at the last part. Can I ask why? Or was it just to fake out the Conkeldurr?
Oh, yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, it was a safe play after all. Were you afraid of the Mega Slowbro?
Oh, yes.
Oh, afraid. Because I see that you sent out Salamence and Infernape, because those two I would think is rather weak to Slowbro. So did you have like a backup plan or?
Oh, yes. I want to select the Salamence and the Infernape because I the Dharmarita.
Oh, Dharmarita.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean with sheer force, rock slide, I mean this is very powerful. So, alright, thank you for coming on the interview. Congratulations on your second game, and hopefully you win the rest. Alright, thank you.
Thank you.
Alright, so I guess we just go on a short break right now. We'll see you guys straight on round 3.